Hey, true believers, Englentine here. Now, I've been trying to keep up with Marvel versus DC, and sometimes the week comes around, or in this case, 2 weeks come around, and I realize, shit, I still haven't done all of them. Daily videos and stuff like that gets in the way. Anyway, these may be a little bit older, but I still hope you enjoy it. It's just a bunch of 30-second to a minute long reviews that I just didn't get quite done with a full Marvel vs. DC. I wanted to get it out there because I did the work and didn't want them to go to waste because I have deleted nearly entire videos before because I didn't get done before the week or 2 weeks were up. So kick back, relax. I hope you enjoy them even though they've got a touch of dust on them. And, well, here we go. The 1-star books, the truly awful, the very bad, the ones I would recommend you avoid at all costs. Doctor Strange Damnation, #1. So Doctor Strange raises Las Vegas from the dead, and Mephisto's like, hey, I'm here. You raised Sin City. Ha ha ha. Get it? Get it? Get it? Oh, God, this book sucks. I did a full review of this. You can go check it out if you're interested to see all my thoughts. But what it boils down to is the art really isn't good. There's parts of it where there's no faces. And the writing is actually worse than that. It is fucking horrible. The 2-star books are bad, but there might be something redeeming them from being truly awful. Okay, so this is like civil rights with superpowers, except every white person in the book is a bad guy. A really, really bad guy. Honestly, the whole theme of the thing is Whitey sucks. He really, really sucks. I wish I could say anything more about the book. There is a good story waiting to be told in this, but unfortunately, this is not it. Avengers 680, and man, oh my gosh, who's still buying this shit? Do you know this is making it like into the top 3 comic sales? So I did this 3-issue video and it was complaining about the Avengers, especially Rogue being a leader. In this one, her entire battle plan is get 'em. Oh my God, this book sucks. I'm sorry, gang. I wish I could say something good about an Avengers book, but it sucks. Black Panther Annual #1 is a bit of a mixed bag. It's got 3 stories in it. I liked the first one. It was fine, looked good. It was a decent story. And then it just, yeah, 2 of the 3 stories are decent. 1 is good, 1 is okay, and 1 is actually bad. I can't recommend, because of the price, buying this book. So I don't know what to say. It's a bit of a miss, although it's not a complete miss. Captain America 698. He's brought into the future, put on ice again and brought into the future. What a great idea. And that really is. And I love the idea of a dystopian future. I love the idea of having a fascistic government. The whole 9 yards. It's something I would have loved as a kid, and it's something I would have loved to have seen done well here. But get rid of the wonky politics that Mark Waid's trying to espouse on you, and it's still just a poorly written and poorly drawn piece of crap comic book. Trinity #18. Okay, it's got Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman in it, but the one thing I was really looking forward to was Mike Grell's Warlord. And it was dull, guys. I wish it's a great cover here, but I wish what was inside matched the outside. It's wordy, it's uninteresting, and it seems a bit meandering, to tell you the truth. Like, it's just all over the place. Focus, give us a great action Warlord story, please. 3-star books are average. They're either something that I liked but I don't want to put my reputation on, or something that didn't register with me. Amazing Spider-Man Annual #42. Betty Brant and Spider-Man follow a story that Ned Leeds was following, and the Enforcers appear. I love the Enforcers. I had a great time with this story. And here's my problem. See, I do these as kind of a, as we're saying nowadays, hashtag move the needle. Would I recommend it? Yes, except for the fact that they did it as an annual. If this was 2 individual issues split, there would be no doubt in my mind that I would recommend it. However, as a more pricier annual, I have to say I don't see it. I don't know if this is worth the price of an annual. So while it's a 4-star story and a 3-star package. Batman the Signal, Part 2, Chapter 2, Number 2, whatever you want to call it. Batman and the Signal, excuse me. It's actually better than the first issue. I did not like the first issue. This was a little more exciting, had more action to it. Still a good amount of character. It wasn't amazing. It's better than the second issue, but the first issue, but the first issue was so horrible that any step up. Frankly, I would have to say this is kind of a middle of the road thing. Check it out if you're a fan. You might like it. If you're not, I don't think this is going to change your mind. The art in Batman number 41 is great. I mean, this is a really good-looking book. I liked it. And I like the covers as well. I love this Puppet Master Ivy cover. So Poison Ivy takes over the world using plants. The book looks good, but there's no way this happens in a world that the Swamp Thing exists, even if you take into account the Milk Wars, which we know the Milk Wars aren't happening during this because Batman's here. Sorry, gang. This one, in my opinion, is just not as good. Batman Sins of the Father, Chapter 2. So we're continuing to find out the horrible things that Thomas Wayne did to citizens, and Bruce Wayne, of course, wants to make up for it. Most of this chapter is really Bruce Wayne talking about plans to reimburse and reconcile with the citizens who are affected by his father. And even though it's mostly dialogue, it's still entertaining. It's not an amazing book, but it's still pretty good, and I still think it's worthy of a pickup. Black Panther Annual number 1. So I did do a full video of this. I encourage you to go see it. The quick version is it's a mixed bag. It's an annual that has 3 different stories in it from 3 different timelines of the Black Panther. One is good, one is okay, and one is kind of bad. So I don't really feel I could recommend it just for one really good story. But, yeah, it's not horrible at the same time. Bombshells United, Chapter 26. This is a conversation chapter. It's not bad. It's between Bumblebee and Black Canary here. And there is a little bit of a volcano is erupting. Let's go save these people. Overall, United has been such a mixed bag. This, like I said, it wasn't bad. It's not good either. It's it really does just sit there and wait for you to fill in the blanks. It's, I don't know. It is average. Cave Carson has a cybernetic eye and Swamp Thing. It's part of the Milk Wars. It's Chapter 4. It's a lot of fun. The art is a little bit off. I've done a full review of this. If you'd like to find out more about it, please check that out. It's under Milk War and such. Otherwise, yeah, other than the art, this is very good, and it's one of the only chapters of Milk Wars that makes me feel like there's a story that's actually moving forward. It's entertaining, and it's a pretty decent book. It's well done, except for the art. DC Superhero Girl, excuse me, Spaced Out, Chapter 7. So this continues to be a fun book. It would be great for kids. If you've got kids, especially young girls, let them check this out. It's written smartly. This time the superhero girls are transported to the Phantom Zone. It's fun. Like I said, it's intelligent and just pure entertainment. This is really something I can recommend to you and to your children. Deathbed. Now, for those of you who are our patrons on Patreon, you have seen a full review of this. The short review is this is about a woman who ends up ghost writing an adventurer's life. This is the introduction. It's weird, it's dirty, it's bad, there's too much old man penis, and it's thoroughly enjoyable. I liked this book and cannot wait to see what comes next. Hal Jordan and the Green Lanterns, number 41, just misses the mark. I'm sorry, gang, but while it's an okay-looking book this time around, it's not great. It's, wow, the story itself falls flat. We even have a bit where they've got a character who's acting so outraged by the 2 Green Lanterns, yet when she's on a planet of people who would kill him, she takes no chance to actually have that happen, and it seems like it's a step backwards. The best thing about this issue is this cover right here. Infinity Countdown Prime #1. I have to say was a lot better, in my opinion, than the Adam Warlock special. This is setting stuff up, and it's going. This is very much a mad, mad, mad world where everybody's out to get these things. They're rushing, you know, basically racing everybody. It's entertaining. It's not great. It still has a lot of hurdles to get up to good. I think some people are going to hate this book. Some people are going to like it, and I'm sure some people are actually going to be duped into loving it. Justice League 39 is absolutely A-okay, man. I mean, the People versus Justice League is a good story, and I've enjoyed it. It just has not blown me out of the water. It's just like the movie, isn't it? It's fun, but ultimately, love the cover, though. This is a really good Cyborg cover. Wish the Cyborg book had covers like this. But yeah, the story itself, like I said, it's fun, it's entertaining, and ultimately, it's forgettable. Nightwing #39. In this one, we get the origin of an evil that's been in Gotham since the beginning of time, or Bloodhaven, sorry. In this case, it's Bloodhaven. But yeah, this Nightwing is tied to a chair. The villain's gone. Water's rising, and he tells his story. It's not bad. It isn't great. It's interesting at the very least, and I don't think if you read it, you'll feel you wasted your money after you bought it. The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows #16. The 4-star books are good, and I feel good about recommending them to you. I am enjoying the story. It's a lot of fun. It's entertaining. The family bits are a lot better than the fight bits. Not that there's a lot of them. Actually, this is mostly family interaction. And it really does stand out. It's a good story. The art is questionable, but I still think it's an entertaining book. Aquaman 33. Dude, you know what? Aquaman tells year-long stories. It might break it up into sections, but this has been going on, and the whole... He's kicked out of his throne and he gets it back. It is just an amazing story, and it continues here. Mira is sick, and he has to get her to the surface, but all the while he's being attacked. So it's really about him making his escape. It's just an amazing story, exciting. You feel his love for Mira. The art is incredible. The covers have been perfect for a year now. Aquaman is easily one of the best titles that is on the market right now, and Aquaman #33 just continues the tradition. Batwoman #12 is one of those lost loves become enemies stories, as Batwoman is trapped on an island and she has to escape, or she feels she needs to escape because of the cultish nature of the relationship she has with the ex. Anyway, it's a very well told and drawn story. I'm actually quite a fan of it. I was surprised. I'm not usually reading Batwoman when it was me and Jack, and yeah, this one's got me excited. I want to see what happens next. The Brave and the Bold #1. Okay, so this is another one I did a full review on, so please, by all means, go on over, check it out if you're interested in more information about it. The gist, this is a very text-heavy, very story-filled comic book, and it works. They give you a lot of Celtic mythology so you know what's going forward, and you get everything you need, and the art is incredible. One of the best books released this week, easily. Damage #2. So I did a full review of this book, and I encourage you to go see it. It just continues a really good story, a lot of fun. It is the Hulk that we used to know and love. There are some inconsistencies. Parasite drains him, and he gets the same reaction he does when he drains Superman, so that was kind of off. Otherwise, this is a great action story that's giving us a little bit of character here and there, as much as I think we need as it continues. However, if it remains little, my reviews may change. Doctor Strange 385. It's good to read a Doctor Strange book where Stephen feels like Doctor Strange. It's been a long time, kids. It really has. I've I've liked Doctor Strange in the past, but not in the past few years that I've been reading these. But finally, this issue was fun, entertaining, enjoyable, and damn it, Stephen Strange is back, y'all. Future Quest number 7, Hanna-Barbera's Birdman. Now, this closes out this chapter, but this is a continuing series, so I can recommend it. I can recommend you get the trades or the floppies for the past issues, and I will bet you money that issue number 8 is going to be just as good as this one. Future Quest is hands down one of the best series on the shelf. Pick one up, check it out for yourself, and then you could tell me. Harley Quinn number 38. I have to admit, I almost gave up on Harley Quinn. She just doesn't thrill me. I only read one real good storyline from this series. However, this is fun. It's an entertaining book. I got to admit, the whole fact that we're seeing a whole bunch of really obscure Batman villains as well made it that way. I'm hoping this continues, and this is a jump-on point for Harley fans from here on out. Injustice 2 Chapter 46. This series continues to be excellent, and I can see why it hits the top 10 in digital sales every week, because it has become exciting. This week you have a reveal that makes you go, oh, because this guy beat Batman? Like, and Batman says, oh my gosh, he's better than me? That was quite a twist. An entertaining twist, an exciting twist, but a twist nevertheless. Super Sons number 13, The Parent Trap Part 1. So anyway, we have the return of Talia al Ghul. She tries to get Damian Wayans. I was about to say Damian Wayans. Anyway, she tries to get Damian to go with her because she thinks that Bruce is basically making him soft. It is just an excellent issue. Guys, this is a book to get. The interaction between Damian Wayne and Jonathan Kent is perfect, and it's what sells the story. Superman number 41. What? I am just praising the shit out of these DC books. At first, I have to say, hey, you know, come on, there's got to be a bad one, right? This is an interesting one at the very least because it takes a look at religion and how far it could go, and would you still respect it if it meant people would die by their own choice? It's a really deep book for being a Superman comic, which I know that kind of flies in the face of what we all know, that these books can really actually delve into serious issues. But this one does take it on and does it pretty well. Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Volume 2, number 4, just continues what has already been an excellent series. At this point, it's getting towards the ending, and I would generally, or it's in the middle right now, but I would generally say wait for the trade. However, get the trade when it comes out. And if you have the other, you're not going to be disappointed by this one either. It's just an exciting story that does not skimp on the characterization, and it is definitely worth a look. Wonder Woman and Conan number 6. So obviously, I can't recommend you buy the book if this is the first issue you bought, because this is the last issue. I can recommend that you get the trade paperback. This has been solid, and this is a good ending to a solid mini-series. I love this cover right here. It's near Frazetta, but not anywhere close to being as good. It's like, you know, good try there, guys. But what's inside is entertaining, and I highly recommend it. Marvel 2-in-1 number 3. This book has been consistently good. I mean, you know, granted, there's only 2 prior issues. This, however, is my favorite of them. I love the way this sets up the story while telling its own story. It introduces a new character without missing a beat as to what's been going on for the last 2 issues. This is a perfect comic book. Hands down. If you're interested in helping out the channel, by all means, go on over to Patreon. Links in the description below. We do have tier rewards, as well as the graphic novel giveaway. That's good for anybody, no matter how much you decide to help us out. This month is going to be a winner's choice. So you get to pick from any of the graphic novels. It's all up to you. Last month was Batman is Illustrated by Neil Adams, Volume 2, won by NERDROTIC. Congratulations there, dude. And yeah, we'd like to thank everybody who's already a patron. And to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.